everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We should probably try to knock out some wins with some other characters. I mean, Azazel is going to be the easiest win, probably. Judas is new. Why don't we try out a game with Judas? Well, he's not new, but he's new to us. This will be the first Judas run that I've played over the course of my Rebirth gameplay, and I'm hoping that is going to lead to some good stuff. HP up. Speed down. Probably not the kiss of death. We still feel, like, relatively okay from a speed perspective. But I worry that that can be the start of something not so great. But it doesn't really matter all that much for right now if our first item room is shitty. You know what? This would actually be the perfect opportunity for us to have a deal with the angel. We're not going to have very much HP to start with. And if we don't get HP on our first boss, then we're probably not going to be in the market for a deal with the devil unless it's 9 lives. And that just creates the perfect situation to get deals with the angel. Of course, I'm getting ahead of myself. We might not earn any special rooms after the boss fights. Maybe it's going to be that kind of run. But, you know, with the law of averages, maybe it's time that we finally get some of those deal with the angel items. Deal with the angel items tend to be more defensive anyway. Or they tend to be the Bible. And then I pick them up and say, thank you very much, sir, but I'm not interested in what you're selling. No solicitors, please. Now, we do have a Tinted Rock. Tinted Rocks as Judas. In vanilla, exceptionally valuable, especially on these early floors when you're very unlikely to have any extra HP. Thank you very much. We didn't have any bombs to open up that Tinted Rock, so just to be able to get that is awesome. This is a champion Duke of Flies. I'm guessing that he summons double flies, but the fact that he's green scares the shit out of me because it makes me think that he's going to have like poison bombs or something that shoot out of his dick hole or something. You never know in Rebirth. That's the thing, is it puts you constantly on edge when you're fighting new versions of enemies. And we're going to be fighting new enemies and new versions of enemies for hundreds and hundreds of episodes yet, probably. Barring, or not even including any kind of, like, expansions or stuff like that might come out. I don't know if there's going to be any expansions. I'm just saying. I will say, I have a little bit of a theory. This theory is not based on anything. There was a bomb back here that I didn't pick up. And you didn't tell me? I'm just joking. I know you probably told me many, many times. I have a theory. And I don't have any information to back this up. At all. At all. But my theory is that with the Binding of Isaac being free on PS Plus, that was kind of like a get the foot in the door, get noticed measure. We'll make it free for what, like the 13.7 million people who own a PS4 right now? Not all of them have PS Plus, but let's just use that as a convenient number. Then, maybe 6 months down the road, not that everything that's done is done for business reasons, maybe release like a $5 expansion that adds an F-ton of items. You've got a huge install base on consoles and on PC. I would love to, you know, I'll keep paying for content as long as it's not like, you know, give Isaac a new kind of hat. $5. Like, as long as they're as substantial, or at least aspire to be as substantial as, like, Wrath of the Lamb, I have no problem at all. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. That's just my hypothesis. Remember this. If, like, June next year rolls around and an Isaac DLC gets announced. Or maybe don't remember this, because people will be like, what the fuck, you had insider information, or God forbid, you gave them the idea. Luck down. It's not so bad. I don't think people, you know, I'm going to guess that people probably wouldn't be mad about there being Isaac DLC. Anything that gives more items. I mean, this is actually, like, an HD remake, which is the kind of thing that people are like, you know, don't game developers have any original ideas anymore? So if you're okay with an HD remake, I'm going to guess you're probably okay with there being an expansion as well. Because who doesn't want more items, more synergies, more bosses, and all that good stuff? Little Haunt, I like this item. I think it's pretty good. Kind of like a nice dead bird that inflicts a status effect as well as damage on our enemies. Obviously saving Book of Belial for our boss fight, which should be just around the corner here. This is an enemy that seems a lot less common in Rebirth. Those, like, human popcorns with the bombs embedded in them, they seem to show up way, way, way less often. Which is not a good thing, I'd say, because I used to use them to find secret rooms. But sometimes they did explode in your face and cause some problems. Now, let's just ignore that double entendre and we'll move along here. I'm thinking there's a decent... Oh, no. These guys oftentimes end up hitting me. I think there's a decent chance that maybe we use our bomb and find the secret room. That allows us to gain access to the shop, but obviously our first priority is going to be getting into this boss room and taking care of it as soon as possible. Going to be going up against Monsra, who again, I think is probably the easiest boss on the first floor. So every time he shows up, I'm thrilled. Now scare the crap out of him. Thank you very much. Yep. Fearful enemies don't jump towards me, and that makes my life a lot easier. What do we got? Damage up from Cat of Nine Tails. I really like this item now. Never thought I'd say it. And there you go. So we might set a deal with the Angel Precedent, because there's no way I'm trading one of my 2 red hearts for Brother Bobby. Just not nearly good enough. What we will do is take a quick peek here, and it looks like there's probably only one location where a secret room is likely to be. Secret rooms have a bit more of a variable payout now, so I don't expect to get enough money. Yeah, I don't expect to get enough money to make our shop worthwhile, but it was at least worth a try. Are You a Wizard is a terrible item. Range up is good. And I think I will go to our curse room as well. And if it's spiders, I may just walk out, because I don't want to deal with them while Are You a Wizard is active, but I also don't want to just sit here for a minute and wait for Are You a Wizard to finish. The only Are You I support is Are You Afraid of the Dark. Took some dumb damage, but we're leaving that curse room pretty much with the same HP as we found it, so I'd say this floor went relatively well. We got a damage upgrade, a shot speed upgrade, and a range upgrade. And some spirit hearts. That's alright. And Little Haunt, I forgot about Little Haunt. So this deal with the Angel Precedent, I gotta admit, I've been jealous. I've been seeing all these tweets. You guys have been tweeting me on the Twitter saying, check it out, it's my 3rd run and I got Sacred Heart. And under my breath, inside of my head, I've been saying, you know, fuck you. But outwardly, I'll say congratulations, you've inspired me to try to get Sacred Heart. I really sincerely hope that it's more common in Rebirth. Not just because it would make the game easier. Oh, what is this? Cursed Eye. Cursed Charge Shot. Oh my god. So, I'll just say right now, this looks pretty cool. It's got a little bit of like a chocolate milky type thing going on here. Why is it cursed? Maybe just to differentiate it from chocolate milk, they called it cursed or something like that. I don't know. Really? You can't just kill that guy all by yourself? With the damage that we have, this seems pretty good, actually. It's almost like a little bit of a shorter range Brimstone. I'm digging it so far, but I've got to admit that I've seen people, and they've tweeted me, and they've said, you know what card is bullshit? Cursed Eye. So that scares the hell out of me. Let's use our Joker card right away. Deal with the Angel. Yeah, in which we find 1 HP upgrade. You know, I would love to have gotten an item from our Angel room, but I can't be mad about getting a card that gave us a free HP upgrade. That's pretty solid. So I'm thinking that Cursed Eye plus Book of Belial is going to make us pretty powerful here. It charges pretty quickly. That might just be due to the fact that we've gotten 1 Tears upgrade, I thought. Maybe not. Maybe we haven't gotten any Tears upgrades, but it seems to charge pretty quickly. Puts out fires easily. So far, I'm digging it, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know? Is that the way that expression goes? Waiting for the axe to fall? I can't remember. For now, let's see how we can take apart this boss. Mega Fatty's not that hard to begin with. Now let's get Book of Belial going in addition to it. Ooh, geez, that almost sucked me in. Maybe having low speed actually is going to be problematic. Alright, I can see it. It's not doing an incredible amount of damage. But I think it's still nice. I got hit by the creep there. That's okay. Oh, Little Haunt actually did what it's supposed to do there. We're about to win. There we go. I don't think that went poorly. Maybe less good against bosses, but better against individual enemies. I knew that, by the way, that was empty. I just figured we might as well check it out. And who knows, if you go to the deal with the Angel via the Joker, it doesn't technically count or something like that. We want to make sure that we have precedence, or precedent, I guess, if that's actually something that is relevant in Rebirth. And I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. Okay, sorry. I forgot about the seed. THST XX1Q. I'm just going to tell you, check the comments if you want to see the seed. Because sometimes I'm going to forget about it, but I'll try to remember in the middle of the episode at least, and then someone can post it in the comments. THST XX1Q. That's my bad. I should really show it on the first floor. But if you're watching this and you're angry and you're saying, God, Northernlion, it's not that hard to remember one stupid, simple thing. First off, I agree with you. Secondly, check the comments because you can probably see the seed right away. But for those of you who are watching, you're the very first viewers, and it's, 10 minutes into the episode and you haven't seen it yet, I apologize. Do your part, pay it forward, and make sure everybody else can play the seed along with you. That's my bad. It's weird, the seeds have, revolutionized this Let's Play, man. I can't believe that, we used to just have people passively watching. It's not a bad thing, passively watching content is great. It's the basis of, hundreds of millions of dollars of entertainment every single year. But now that there's this kind of, extra community interaction element, it's so much cooler. I think, at least. Even if you're not playing along, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about that. But you could also play along, if you have Rebirth at least. Let's put a bomb down here. Secret room. Ah, lucky me. We had a pretty low chance there. Didn't make a ton of money on that secret room. Probably about the market value of a bomb in most cases, but we'll just head down to the next floor. I'm liking this run so far. I'm down with Cursed Eye. I'm picking up what it's putting down. I should probably be shooting that poop. You have a good point there. But I think we have some really nice, like, synergistic possibilities here. This is our first time on the Catacombs. We are on the Catacombs, right? Yeah, we're on the Catacombs. Interesting. And did I already get Spelunker Boy on this? You know what? We got plenty of time before the boss. We might not have Spelunker Boy. And I don't think I got hit on... Oh, no, yeah, I got hit by Mega Fatty. Never mind. Disregard this. So I think... Here's what I think is maybe bad about Cursed Eye. Maybe this is one of the reasons people are complaining. Unlike an item like Chocolate Milk, you can't just tap repeatedly to shoot it out. So I guess another way to think of it, because you can't do that, is that it's almost like a shittier Brimstone. Because you have to charge it, but it's not as powerful as Brimstone. But I still think, you know, a shittier Brimstone can still be pretty good. I don't like these guys. I never have. The AI on them is absurd. Lost my spirit heart there. Also, unlike Brimstone, it doesn't really charge. Or sorry, it doesn't really penetrate, but might not be the end of the world there. If we get penetrative shots with it, it would actually become really cool. So I'm going to guess that we'll have enough money eventually. But I don't really want to do anything on this room. Maybe we'll buy the pill and see what we got going on. Mad gas. Not really worth the effort here. We'll get our key back at least from right here. Our HP looks pretty darn good for a Judas run at this stage. And I'm really hoping we can make good use of that deal with the Angel precedent that we hopefully set in the last floor. There's like some sincerely great deal with the Angel items that I would love to have a chance to talk about, and just a chance to pick up in general because, you know, they're great. Like Holy Mantle, for example. I think that has become like a new top tier item, maybe to the point where it might warrant a nerf, even though I have managed to die with it. That's more on me than on the item. I'm gonna assume these guys can't shoot when they're feared. Or when they're scared, I guess. I'm feared, they're scared. Is this Aquarius Trail of Tears? Yeah, Trail of Tears, I love this item. We've had it a lot, but I love it nonetheless. Anything that creates creep is good. The Hollow. Probably... I'm not even going to use Book of Belial because it's already over, basically. Probably the easiest boss from this area of the game. Still. And I've only really seen them on miniature boss rooms, but... Not mini boss rooms, sorry, but like just rooms where they show up but not as an actual boss. So I know I said I was going to take deal with the Angel precedent, but I'm taking Pentagram, man. It's been showing up a lot, and I'm content to have it show up a lot, and I think I would be silly to not take a damage upgrade when I've got an item that seems to benefit from damage upgrades greatly. Not that, you know, any item doesn't benefit from damage upgrades, but you get the idea. I apologize if you're disappointed about that. It seems like it's been a little bit harder to maintain, like, deal with the Angel precedence, or just, like, deal with the Angel consistency. I've seen deals with the Angel show up, but it seems like so often a deal with the Devil just shows up on the next floor and probably, like, ups your evil stat to the point where you don't get them anymore, if that's how that evil stat actually works. I don't know. Well, worst case scenario, we traded you a lot of money, well, a little bit of money for a few keys, which is an okay trade. Not really what I was going for, 100%, but can't be too mad about it. You know, Little Haunt, if you would like to fly over there and deal with these enemies, I would not be perturbed. I would support your right to do so. But that's fine as well. We're up to 5 cents. I would love to murder that guy. Apparently, I'm just not going to use Book of Belial anymore. Oh, I walked over the actual creep. That is just me being an idiot. If you have red creep, I think there's a valid complaint. Can't go into that arcade because we don't have the money. Not having the money to get into the arcade is a sobering prospect, by the way. But if you have the same color creep as the enemy, I think that's annoying because you can so oftentimes just walk over their creep thinking it's yours. But, you know, that's on you, I guess. But if you have a different color creep, there's straight up no excuse. Just me being bad. Good run so far, though. It's going by quickly. This should be Depths 1. It is the depths one. I assumed it would be, but you never know. You know, sometimes in Rebirth things get a little new. In a good way, a little novel. Things, you know, the convention is turned on its head a little bit. Probably don't want anything to do with that live bomb, unless I wanted to hurt myself for some kind of productive reason, which I would not. Okay, cats, I'm gonna need you to chill the F out. You're freaking out, you're freaking me out, and it's freaking the audience out. So if you guys could just chill. Cats are supposed to sleep like 22 hours a day. What are you doing here with this Jimmy Fallon, Queen Latifah taxi shit that you're pulling on my bed right now? Great classic film, by the way. I've got to use Book of Belial more often. I'm reverting to, you know, bullshit too good to use syndrome, which is occasionally beneficial. But Book of Belial with a 3-room charge, I should be using it more often. I love the fact that the charge is more easily displayed, by the way. I think that looks very nice. I would love to get an item that maybe made a charge even more often, but we have not found ourselves in that situation yet. Curse. Huh. So I stopped talking, mostly because I just have no idea what happened there. I think I stepped on a spike, and it teleported me away. Could that be something to do with Aquarius? We don't have Virgo, right? The Virgo was the last run. Huh. I don't really know what happened there. That's alright. I'm happy it did happen. I'm just confused. Which is pretty much how I would describe my life in general. Happy but confused. Now, you guys just stay on the creep here. That's the most important thing. Let a little haunt do what little haunt do. Emperor card is something that I'm excited about. We'll use that probably on Mom's Heart. Or on the Womb too, I should say. Because again, we never know if we're going to actually get to fight Satan. It's based on, I assume, normal deal with the devil principles. I have no idea what number 2 does. That's a sentence that came out exactly the way I wanted to, in hindsight. But we're going to get all the items that we can get on the floor before we pick it up. Because typically, it involves a reroll and something along those lines. I know number 1, I think, is a Forget-Me-Now. We're fighting Monstro too. I don't know what number 2 does. Number 6 rerolls everything. All the items on the floor and, like, all the items in your hand. Except for your consumables. It doesn't reroll those. I really hope we do get a deal with the angel here, but I think, you know, don't get your hopes up is what I'm trying to suggest, I guess. Very easy fight. Monstro 2 often is, even with its changes. We got Latchkey for a luck up and a golden key. Alright, that's good. And we got Brimstone. I have to. We haven't had it over the course of our runs yet, have we? I don't think so. I have no idea how this works with Curse Shot, by the way. I gotta take it. There's too many cool synergies with it that I can't ignore. Now, let's immediately go to this 2-room. Have we been to the item room yet? No, we haven't. We'll go to the item room first, just in case it does reroll our whole floor, or, you know, make us do the floor all over again or something like that. And, I hope we don't lose Brimstone, because this is the first time I've ever had it in a video. I've only had it once apart from that, I think. I don't like these homing tier motherfuckers. The homing tiers seem a lot better. For a second, I had a horrible flash of realization that was like, Brimstone doesn't do any damage to enemies? That seems bad. Dad Sea Scrolls. It's a terrible item. Temporary DMG upgrade. Wish I could get temporarily upgraded to DMG in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. No, I don't, because I would probably just get shit on. Good point. 2 of clubs I'll use, again, because I expect that we're probably going to end up in a situation here where I am, I don't want to say screwed, but an unpredictable situation as a result of this dice room. Terrible damage. Even worse. Come on, some spirit hearts, please. Oh, friendly spiders. Bad gas, not very good. We got some money out of it, at least. Luck up, maybe okay. The other one's bad gas, right? Yeah. So we'll leave, get back to full HP, go to this 2-room. I would welcome a Forget-Me-Now. The opportunity to have a little bit more, items. That's not really the way you would properly conjugate that sentence, but that's okay. When have I ever done things the proper way? I don't know what that did. It could have just re-rolled all of the items and consumables on the floor. Could have re-rolled the enemies. Did we have anything in here we didn't take? No. You know what? I'm just gonna let that mystery survive. I think what it might have done is if you don't like the items on the floor, you can go to that room and re-roll them into something better. Yeah, Tomo, I know. I blew it. I blew it, buddy. It's okay. We're almost dead. This is not good. But this is a normal kind of turn of events as Judas. Now, don't let brimstone be something that kills me. The irony is too potent there. I don't know if the people could take it. We'll probably check out that, oh my god. We'll probably check out that arcade. But in order to check out that arcade, I am gonna hope there's something special going on. Oh, there's a red heart. Okay, so we can at least do this and this. I was hoping maybe we'd find a judgment or something along those lines, but no such luck. Alright, this floor, what do we get? Nun's Habit, and then something that, like, a huge synergistic upgrade for Brimstone. There's just no way, it's just gonna happen. This room does not warrant, by the way, a Book of Belial charge. I did it, I was like, I bet I can hit that guy from across the map without even seeing him. I mean, it's not like that's an enormous challenge when you're using an item that reaches across the map and one-shots most enemies, but hey. So I'm gonna pull out all the stops on this floor. I'm gonna be definitely, if possible, making an effort to go to our, what hit me there? Oh, I didn't even see that skull. That's so embarrassing. Alright, do-over. Well, you know what we can do is walk into our boss room. Boss trap room, I should say. And we can see what's going on in there. It's tempting, I'll admit. Truth be told, we didn't really need the Book of Belial to do this room in the first place. I would prefer to double back as little as possible. Little Haunt didn't quite get the kill there. This has got to be the last hand enemy. It is, okay. Much better. I breathed a little bit of a sigh of relief now. Obviously, I'm not super stoked to have gotten the poop as my item here. For all of the good things on this run, and, you know, Brimstone, Book of Belial, and a decent amount of HP as Judas, those are good things. We've had a lot of not-so-great things happening as well. And this is just not very good. Like, for example, half of our item rooms giving us items that are just basically effing useless. But because we have Brimstone, I still hold out hope. A little bit of hope. That we're only one item away from having something that's amazing. Brimstone homing, Brimstone quad shot. There's so many possibilities that for a year have been buzzing through my head. Because I'm the Brimstone guy. I'm the guy who loves Brimstone. Everybody loves Brimstone, but I love it as well. Everybody loves Brimstone, but so do I. We might as well check out all these other rooms, because there's a chance that one of them contains just an item that is a coup for us. You know, something that takes us over the next level. There's always the chance that we can get a Joker card or something like that. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't believe that that's the last hand. Alright, we'll keep exploring here. And our item room and shop, a little disappointing. We don't know about our boss room yet. Boss trap room, I should say. Our boss room is going to be Mom. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was, we lived. That was horrifying, though. We'll go into our arcade maybe and gamble a little bit. This is, I apologize for being a little bit quieter on this run, but I'm like, I'm in the zone, basically. I have to be in the zone, or we have a very real chance of actually losing. And I don't want to lose before Mom. If we lose before Mom's heart, you know, it's Rebirth. I can justify it a little bit. It's new. I was maybe a little bit too aggressive on deals with the devil. It's a bad habit I'm trying to break. There we go. Back to full health. I don't want to fight in our boss trap room, by the way, just in case that golden chest ends up being straight up trash, and then we get killed. Seems, not unlikely, let's put it that way. Really need to get out of this habit of not using Book of Belial more. Luck up. I think that's definitely worth taking. So, how does this work? Beat Mom without getting hit, get a deal with the angel, and an HP upgrade. It's Holy Mantle, and then... I can't say Holy Mantle, by the way, without thinking of Howie Mandel, and it's driving me crazy here. Get out of my head, Howie. No! I don't do a very good Howie Mandel impression, as you might be able to tell, but that's okay. I tried to do a movie deal with Universal, and they said, no deal. No, bow, bow, ba-dum, bow. All right. Book of Belial. Crazy damage, right? Pretty good. Pretty good damage. Acceptable damage. We really, really have to not get hit. I can't stress that enough. We got to stick around the middle, wait for the shadow, and definitely just not get hit. That went so well. And we did get a deal with the devil. 9 lives, maybe? I can't take 1 heart for Guppy's head. I'm very sorry about that, but I just can't. So we'll head down to the next floor. And the Tears upgrade from Wire Coat Hanger is good. And we got Wire Coat Hanger, which we basically just unlocked. So that's good. But I don't love our chances here. Yeah, I don't love our chances, like, on this room. Hearts. Oh, thank God. Okay. Just stay. Oh, this is a dead end. That was very scary. I didn't see that rock in the corner there. You put the rock in the corner and you die them both up. Is this the end of my life? Apparently not. Lucky me. We'll be going back to get that red heart. I could use the Emperor card and fight the boss right away, but I really, really think that if I use it here, I'm gonna have to face the same thing on the next floor, right? Like, I might as well make it through this floor, because if I can't make it through this floor without using the Emperor card, I'm not gonna make it through the next floor without using the Emperor card, unless our item from the boss fight is truly insanely good, which is possible. Trying to kill both parts of the body at the same time so they don't spawn anything new. That almost was really dumb of me. That brimstone shot lasts way longer than you'd expect, by the way, so you have to be very careful about that one. The keys are out of control. Give me some golden chests to actually use this on. Now, anytime we encounter a big room, I think a deal with the, or not deal with the devil, Book of Belial's got to be on the table. Especially with these asshole vaginal silkworms, man. Oh, it's done. Okay, and we even got some extra HP. Good shit. Those little diglets that pop up are crazy annoying now. I don't know what happened there, but we lived. That's all that matters. 2 keys for this, absolutely. Sign me up. So 1. So 1 is a forget-me-now. That's a very difficult position. You didn't see that. That's a very difficult position to put me in right now. Because forget-me-now makes us do the whole floor over again. Which could be incredible. Do the whole floor over again. Get a second deal with the angel. Or a second deal with the devil. A second boss room item. But you gotta do all the shit again, too. You gotta fight the boss again. You gotta get to the boss again. And we're probably lucky just to have lived as long as we have. So do I really want to push my luck? It's a tough question. And I mean that sincerely. I'm not just trying to play up drama here. What would you do in this situation? What are you doing in this situation if you're playing along with us at home? The one thing that I know for sure is that we should fight our boss before we do it, so we can at least get an item. And if it's an HP upgrade, maybe I'll give it a try. Okay, Double Fallen is bad, but not the Kiss of Death. What would I prefer to be fighting now? Almost anything else. But you know. Oh, snap. We got hit. This might be the death of us here. Yeah, there's just too much shit going on. Well, I guess I should have re-rolled it before then. If I could do that over again, I think I still would have taken Brimstone. I think we kind of got pooped on a little bit, but it was a fun run nonetheless. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. And if you didn't, I apologize. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. I'm interested to see how the seed went for you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Not even tomorrow. Goodbye.